200 meters, turn right at Sinsu Dingyu, Jiao Chadian.
Bike racer and truck mechanic Guy Martin is on his travels again.
You said to me, where do you fancy next? Well, I said, I won't mind a look at Japan. Always had a fascination with Japan. Even, I think I first came 12 years ago. You could have said, right, you're on Jupiter now. And I genuinely would have thought, yeah, you're right. It just blew my mind.
Guy's visited Japan 3 times to test racing motorbikes. He loved Japan, and Japan loved him.
Mr. Honda even drew a picture of us. You see, he drew a picture of me. I'm not chucking those out.
So now Guy's going on a 2,500-mile journey to find out how the most unique country in the world really works.
Genuinely, I've never sussed the place out, just what makes them tick why. Yeah, I'm fascinated by it, I'm amazed.
He'll follow his passions and train with its engineering grandmasters.
I'm excited.
And work inside its record-breaking infrastructure.
Look at the bloody size of it.
He'll join the country's rebels.
The devil, yeah.
And try its deadliest dish.
1,000 times more poisonous than cyanide.
Guy's going deep into Japan.
The trickiest thing.
To reveal a side that is normally unseen.
Boom! Away she went. We'll come here to suss it out. What makes the place tick? Hopefully we'll find out.
Japan is made up of 5 major islands and nearly 7,000 small ones. Most of the country is an uninhabitable mountainous forest, so 95% of the population lives in cities scattered around the coast. Guy's adventure starts in the biggest, Tokyo. And the very first thing he stumbles across is different. For 200 years, it was essentially illegal for the Japanese to leave or for foreigners to enter the country. The policy helped preserve Japan's individuality.
I have never felt so abroad.
Tokyo can baffle outsiders. Home to nearly 40 million people, it is the most populous metropolitan area in the world, yet is also quiet, clean, and practically crime-free. Like the rest of Japan, it runs on a strict tradition of etiquette.
I'm sorry about my accent, it's quite strong. I'm sorry.
No. So far, I understand you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Local translator Yuwada is going to give Guy a crash course in Japanese manners.
So when you meet somebody for the first time, we usually just bow like this.
Okay.
Some people say like 45 degrees is like the best. If you bow like this, then it's not really polite enough.
Anything less than 45 is rude. Right.
Try that.
That's too much.
Well, okay, well, I'm not actually offended, so that's fine.
You're not offended?
No.
Right, okay.
Do you have your business card?
Well, I don't have a business card, but this lot got me a business card to bring with me.
Okay, so when you give your business card to somebody, you have to use your both hands.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, this is a proper way. Hajimemashite, nice to meet you.
Okay. Well, that was only 30 degrees.
Right.
I'm sorry, I meant to get
Okay, you are getting better.
Yeah. Go on, what else? And what about the usual phrases? Hello and thank you. Yeah.
So thank you is arigato.
Arigato. Thank you, arigato.
Then hello, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Domo domo.
Go on, domo domo. What's that mean?
Well, domo domo is really a casual thing. It can mean casually thanks, or it can mean hi hi hi.
Oh,
so
right,
like
okay.
if you keep saying like domo domo domo.
Domo domo
then,
domo domo.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cock. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. It's a little bit more casual. It's a bit more me. Domo domo.
Okay.
I need to write these down. Right, I'm looking forward to it.
Getting around Tokyo isn't hard. Clever flyovers and multiple toll roads keep congestion light by city standards. But with only limited parking, 85% of journeys are either by metro, on foot, or by bicycle. And with nearly 8 million bikes in daily use, Japan has had to engineer the bike shed of the future.
How tricky is that?
This automated store has room for 204 bikes underground.
We're next door to Fluent here. You listen to this. Ryokan. Here it comes. Look at that. The speed it comes down, so fast yet so precise and gentle. This is Japan, isn't it? Where else can we be? Precision, absolute precision. Well impressed.
Guy heads off by himself.
See you in a bit, thank you.
To get a better feel for downtown Tokyo.
All right. Hello. Oh, she's on it. That's what I'm gonna do. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Sorry, my Japanese is not so good.
I don't speak English.
Oh, it's better than my Japanese. Would you know where the samurai temple?
Go straight to...
Yes? And then left? Okay, it's Domo Domo. Domo Domo. Friendly folk. Friendly folk. Ah, samurai temple on the left. Been all right. I've met a few folk. Konnichiwa. I think I got a high off some incense sticks that I bought for 100 yen. Thank you. Domo Domo. Domo Domo. You think how can it get any more peaceful than this, middle of Tokyo? Oh, and have a cup of tea. I love it. Polite, laid back. Konnichiwa. Everyone's got a lot more respect for everyone around them. Domo Domo. Cup of tea. Yeah, very good. Very good. Ah. Domo Domo. Float feeding the birds, right? Birds were full, not eating anymore, or best pick up the rest of his crumbs. That's Japan there, just there. That says it all. That says it all. I'm amazed. What a place.
Guy Martin is exploring Tokyo.
No, it's not pretty, is it? There's a lot of concrete.
In 1997, Japan was the biggest pourer of concrete in the world. A sprawling megacity was built where fields and rice paddies once stood.
Now, when it rains in Tokyo, the water has got nowhere to go because the whole place is bloody concrete.
With no natural soakaways left, Tokyo can experience epic flooding.
It has twice as much rain as the UK. We all know how much rain we have, don't we? 18 torrential downpours a year where they have 3 inches of rain in 1 hour. And that's what all this is about, is to keep topside of that job. The world's most expensive flood defence system. We're in the control room. First thing we all noticed, we were just talking a bit 90s. Still on old-fashioned tellies. No, we've seen it all through Japan, haven't we? We just think it's going to be futuristic. But it is looking a bit pishy-yella, isn't it?
It's the engineering below ground that is most impressive. Giant plug holes were excavated on the banks of Tokyo's major rivers. When the river water rises, it spills down the massive drain pipes, then flows along an underground canal for 4 miles, which leads here.
We are stood in the water tank. Look at the bloody size of it.
This giant tank is bigger than Buckingham Palace. Torrential rain fills it with water 7 times a year.
I was just having a natter with our man. 16 years in the making. Is it 16? It was 16 years, wasn't it? 16 years in the making.
It's vital the tank is kept in pristine condition.
Yeah, it's not dropping to bits, is it?
Guy is helping with the weekly inspection that ensures any fractures aren't growing.
You look, there's marks all over the place. You look there. That's a crack that they're keeping an eye on. How did they get to that?
The most important parts to check are the giant pillars.
59 of these fellas here, 500 tonne apiece. Half of the job is to hold the roof up, half of the job is to act as a baffle. So when the water rushes into here, it don't go down there and just break the end of the tank out.
Now Guy will get to see the epic power that pumps this space dry.
Arigato.
4 13,000 horsepower jet engines that send the water to the sea.
Can you hear us? Oh, be quiet. Right, here we go. Right, here we are in the pumping station. We've got 4 of these pumps. That bit's the pump with a fire extinguisher department around it. In those big oblong boxes are doctored jumbo jet engines, right? When all 4 of them are running flat out, they will shift a swimming pool's worth of water every second. And when all of that tank that we've just been in, when all of that's full, that requires this lot to run for 24 hours a day for 3 days. And for all this lot to do that, right, they're going to consume 650,000 litres of heavy fuel oil, which is something like diesel, right? So that's a lot of diesel and a lot of bloody water.
But floods aren't the only natural catastrophe that threaten Tokyo. Because Japan is an earthquake hotspot. Situated on top of 4 tectonic plates, it experiences 1,500 tremors a year. The worst of all was in 2011.
The Great Eastern Earthquake, Japan's largest ever earthquake, 9 on the Richter scale, massive. The whole of Japan moved 8 foot to the right. You what?
The earthquake created a tsunami. Unstoppable waves consumed the mainland. The Fukushima nuclear power plant was sent into meltdown. The total death toll was more than 20,000.
Destruction, absolute destruction.
With a 70% chance of a major earthquake occurring directly beneath Tokyo in the next 30 years, preparing for a natural catastrophe is part of everyday life. This disaster prevention center teaches people how to deal with a variety of emergencies. It contains Japan's only typhoon simulator, which recreates the effects of a 70 miles per hour storm.
はい、あ、その通りです。
Thank you.
はい。じゃあこれ。
Thank you.
OK。はい。2列目がいいかな。
Guy's about to experience a force of nature equivalent to being battered by a 92-kilogram person. The only advice
手すりに捕まって頭は。
is to hold tight.
Arigato, arigato.
はい、じゃあ。
Japan is hit by 3 typhoons like this a year. The gale force 11 wind is strong enough to uproot trees and damage buildings.
Bloody hell. That's hefty. Well, it's preparing you anyway.
This ferocious experience is not just for adults. Children are encouraged into the chamber as well.
Putting 6-year-olds in there. Now we're talking. So you're just getting them primed, ready for the inevitable. You live in Japan, you've got to get used to it. Right, what's next?
Training for most types of catastrophe is available here.
Cantina!
はい、そばまで行って。
It is all provided for free.
ピン、ホース、レバー。
Now we're looking. That's it, job's done. 3.9 seconds.
Well done.
Good teacher.
Well done. Good teacher. Thank you very much.
Fire extinguishing is followed by the chance to practice escaping from a smoke-filled home.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Guy must find his way out of this maze. Hot smoke rises, so it's important to stay low. Even familiar places can be disorientating when it's pitch black, so the correct technique is to use your hand to carefully follow a wall until you find a doorway.
Oh. That'd be a great exercise no matter which country you live in, really. We could do with doing that back home. Where are we going next? Are we off earthquake here next?
はい。大事な頭をお腹に入
Cover
れ
my
ましょう。
head, get under the bed,
足の上の方を。
grab hold of the legs, yeah.
Are you okay?
Yes.
よし、
The
let's try.
final
Please
experience
watch your step.
teaches people the correct procedure to follow during an earthquake.
Yeah.
This hydraulic rig simulates a magnitude 7 earthquake.
That's moving there, boy, I'll tell you, that's moving.
Anything within a 150-mile radius would be affected.
I had to grab on, I'm not like joking, I'm not on TV stuff, I had to hang on there, you see.
Even earthquake-resistant buildings would be damaged. When the earthquake is finished, you should improvise a helmet using a cushion. Turn off the gas and electric, and get out of the building as quickly as possible.
Good job. はい、OK。
This is great preparation for what it feels like. You need to know those things. I mean, there's a load of Japan's workforce just behind us going through all of these, so it's good. Good tools to have in your armoury.
Tokyo's underground shelters are a constant reminder that the city is permanently under threat, but the atmosphere on the streets is never anything less than calm.
Now, but look at this, look at this. Look, there's no cars coming, but no one's sneaking across. That's discipline. Hang on, come on, come on.
Discipline has characterized much of Japan's development. A fanatical work ethic created the thriving car and consumer electronics industries, which helped turn post-war Japan into the second biggest economy in the world. The engine room of that economic miracle was in the back streets. Tokyo's Ota district had thousands of small factories able to quickly fabricate the specialist parts that the manufacturing giants depended on. Today, only a handful of the engineering grand masters remain.
Here we are, number 5, Mini Mikimoto Street. We have met Iwai-san this morning, 83-year-old toolmaker. Yeah, I'm nearly lost for words. It's all happening in here. Come on, have a look. You'll see what I'm on about. You'll see what I'm on about. Iwai-san is a takumi, right? And that means you've served at least 60,000 hours to be able to become a master in your trade. The certificate's up the back there. I've been there a day or two, hasn't it?
そうだね。まあ片腕みたいなものですね。
Takumi are elite engineers who dedicate themselves to making one single item perfectly.
For me, back streets of Tokyo, watching a man at one with his machines, like money cannot buy it.
Iwai-san is a grand master at making metal cylinders.
And this part of the programme doesn't need words. You can just see, you can just...
He's lived above this workshop for 50 years, making parts for bullet trains, satellites, and nuclear power stations.
制御棒のシリンダーなんだと。この制御棒が同時に100本こう動かなかった場合、核反応を起こしてダンっていくと、そうすると20万ぐらいの人が20年死ぬよと。だから心してやれと。第一、第二、今度は静岡。利益は出なかった。
Today, he's working on a part for a pump in one of Tokyo's sewers. It requires just as much precision.
The outside diameter of that edge there It's got a machine that to within 130 microns. That's about 2 human hairs, right? You know, that's 6 hours work. And at this point now, if he went 1 hair's width too much, that's that whole 6 hours down the pan. You've got to have your eye on the job. You've got to have the feel for the machine, which only comes with experience. The problem is, these boys aren't getting any younger. There's no apprentices in here. There's no one learning his trade. They've got 3 Ks. Kitanai, Kiken and Kitsu, which is dirty, demanding and dangerous. That's what the youth of Japan don't want.
The government says there's a shortage of 50,000 advanced engineers. Japan's days as a technology leader are seemingly numbered.
The feel of the knob of your micrometer, just as it's reaching the maximum of the circumference. You can see.
The outside surface is now perfect. The inside must be cut to the same level of precision. And this time, Guy will be allowed to operate the lathe.
Oh, I'm excited. Brave man. OK.
Guy bought his first lathe at the age of 18. This is his Mr. Miyagi moment.
Proud moment.
Achieving the perfect finish requires several passes.
I don't think anything beats the job satisfaction of turning the wheels. Yeah, proper Takumi on him. You can hear. You can hear the cutting. So he knows when it's coming to the end, the note changes. Yeah. You just say Mimi. OK. Back.
The machining is over. Guy's work is checked.
266 with a tolerance of 72 microns. And we are on.
Iwai-san, the Takumi, declares it acceptable.
On the money. Fractionally under. Yeah. Yeah. Good work. Good work.
1年すればある程度
Arigato. Arigato.
Yeah.
Guy Martin is finding out how Japan really works. It may be fascinated by the new, but it has a fundamental problem with the old. Because since 2011, fewer people are being born and older people are living longer.
You was telling me about Japan's aging, shrinking population. What is it, 28% of Japan's population is over the age of 65. 2 million folk older than 90. And our big thing in Japan is respect to your elders. The problem is, there's not enough young folk to look after the old folk. So they're having to get robots in to try and help the job along. Just keep them occupied. So we went in the old folks' home down the road there, and we had a look.
The Shintomi Care Home is leading the way in harnessing new technology to help old age pensioners. This is Pepper, a robot that leads a daily class of memory games and aerobics. It was designed by SoftBank, the company run by Japan's richest man.
She doesn't need 20 days holiday a year and sick pay, does she? Just wants an electric lead up her backside.
Robots are also being used to interact with dementia patients.
I think this is great. Pano, 10 years in development, 5,000 quid a piece. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. You could stroke them, tickle them, soft, vibrates. And then they reacted in the purring and gave the recipient a bit of feedback. She likes that. To make them feel like they was doing a bit of good and put the old folks at ease.
Some advances are also intended to directly help the staff.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
This is a muscle suit.
Hang on, what's this do?
The mouth-activated switch operates an air pump to inflate and deflate this exoskeleton. By levering against your thighs, it takes the strain out of lifting patients.
Bloody hell. If I breathe out on there, I must just open the solenoid and lets the air out of whatever's in my back. Look, and I'm just down like that. If I breathe in a bit, you can just hear it clicking it, can't you? Clicking the solenoid. Jay. I mean, I lifted you up with a machine. But saying that, she weighs next to note. Yeah, it's helping. It just assisted. I don't think it would make the impossible possible. It just helps. If something like that came to England, I think you would see it in factories first. Give it 10 years. Give it 10 years. I'm telling you.
But not all of Tokyo's engineering solutions are so high-tech.
Having a bit of a mooch around, we was looking at the fire escape on this building there. You see, the yellow stairway with the helter-skelter around the outside. You see that? That's the old folks' home, that. Now, that is a fire escape. So anything goes wrong, you can't use the lifts, right? Chuck them on the helter-skelter. Where you go. Helter-skelter fire escape. Love it.
Japanese engineering innovation takes many forms. And one Tokyo scene in particular interests lorry mechanic Guy.
There's some lovely touches.
Decatora are customised trucks.
Here we are in a Japanese truck stop, which isn't a million miles away from the stockyard near Rotherham. A bit the same. Magazine selection looks very similar. Except we're here to meet a few lads that don't do the Japanese norm of following rules. She's all piped up, yeah. Yeah, they're not there for show, mate. Got the little speedball on the steering wheel. MOT failure, that. Japan loves a rule. They teach it in primary schools. You all wear white socks, you don't question why you're wearing white socks. You'll all run around the playground in this direction and don't question them. Bloody hell, he hasn't just got on lights, has he? Synchronised. And that's sort of throughout life in Japan, really. They do as they're told. But I don't think these boys are quite conforming. Get your camera in there, boy. That's a tart's food wire in there, mate. That is impressive. Mate, that is trick-ass. Look at that. That says a lot. He's polishing his mixer chute. Very Japanese. Mate, that's beyond clean, mate. I know a few mixer drivers who are on it. They don't keep the chute as clean as that.
The police came.
Oh, the fuzzery are in force.
A Japanese proverb about the importance of conforming says the nail that sticks out gets hammered down. This gathering of out-of-the-ordinary trucks is quickly reported to the police.
The coppers have come to batter the nails that are stuck proud. We're getting done for being parked or something. So I don't think anyone wants to get told off. The devil, yeah, that's what you're saying. I think we should keep our heads down.
The truck gang politely disperses.
We might even make the news tonight, eh?
But later on, they reconvene for a cruise, and Guy gets a seat in the biggest truck.
Konnichiwa. Hi, Master-san. Master-san. Did you see it was like my mum and dad's Wilton from the front room on the roof and floor? You've made a lovely job, mate. It's nice.
Handmade.
Handmade. But it was a nice job. Spot
Okay.
Spot We're away. We're away, man.
By day, Masa-san uses his truck to deliver soil. By night, it leads a 20-strong convoy of Decatora trucks.
More of the boys.
On a Tokyo trundle.
I was wanting a bit of a police chase going, but that never happened. No one was speeding, no one was handbrake turning, no tasers, no mace spray, no riot police, no dog vans, SWAT team, helicopter, none of that. So it was a quite orderly cruise, really. Yeah, pass, overtake.
It takes Guy to encourage Masa-san into risking something daring.
Yeah.
Like an overtake.
Ah, spot on. Good man. Not what we was expecting, really. We was expecting rebels. We got nice people. That was a great job. Dama. Thank you. So we had an enjoyable night out, really, didn't we? For me, thank you. Top man. Top man.
Guy is honoured with his very own truck driver's kimono.
Oh, she's mint job, thank you. You know what I'm driving my truck in from now on, eh?
The next day, Guy goes even deeper into Tokyo's subculture to find one of Japan's biggest taboos. 20% of people in the UK have tattoos, compared with just 1% in Japan.
I knew that tattoos are frowned upon in Japan. So I thought, right, let's see if we can find somewhere to get a tattoo, and let's get a tattoo. And that's what we've done.
Tattoos are associated with organised crime and are rarely displayed in public. Guy has to find his way to an unmarked apartment to track down a tattoo artist, the one with the biggest reputation in the Tokyo underground.
Do you want to press the button or I'll knock on the door? Press the button. Knock on the door. I think we're ringing.
It will be Guy's third tattoo.
That's the carburettor off a BSA Gold Star. That's a piston and a conrod out of a lawnmower. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Horihachi.
Yes.
Horihachi. I'm Guy. Konnichiwa. I've got these lads with us. A few lads with cameras. Oh, take the shoes off, boys. Take the shoes. Come on. Sorry. It's a bloody hell. Take the shoes. Sorry. We went in there and it was dead professional. She was mint. Reggie, thank you. Bloody hell, you're a bit flexible, mate. But look at this. Heated carpets. First time I'd seen that, heated carpets. There's no central heating in Japan.
Horihachi is part of a tattoo dynasty dating back 400 years. The signature design, passed down from his master, is one of Japan's most traditional symbols, representing the fleeting beauty of life, cherry blossom. It was also the sign of kamikaze pilots.
All tells a story. Cherry blossom it is.
This will be no ordinary tattoo process. This is tabori, meaning carved by hand.
Does his outline, and then he brings out the homemade bamboo sticks with needles in the end. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Nice.
Traditional Japanese tattoos are stabbed into the skin by 21 steel needles. Using a secret blend of homemade ink, the results are bolder and brighter than those achieved with modern techniques. And apparently, it doesn't hurt.
I'm hard, James. James.
Didn't hurt at all?
Didn't hurt at all. It was just annoying. Just like injections. You can take it, can't you? It's not the worst pain in the world, but you wouldn't want that for 8 hours of the day, would you? No.
Should look in that.
So I had it for 2 hours, which was all right,
The biggest fans of tabori are the Japanese mafia, known as Yakuza.
Yeah, all these pictures that we're looking at on the walls, would they be all Yakuza members?
Yes, they're cool. If you're a right person.
Yeah.
Yakuza people consider to be cool to have bodysuits.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Tattoos covering the whole body are a sign of wealth and also show how much pain you can endure.
You say everything by saying nothing, yeah. How's this going? Is he happy?
Happy desu. Yeah, he's happy.
Yakuza are peculiarly Japanese. Despite their criminal activity, it's not actually illegal to be part of the gang.
Because it's organised. And that's the whole thing with Japan. They like a bit of organisation, don't they? So organised crime, we don't like that. Organised crime, so organised crime, yeah, we're right. Cool.
The criminal connotations mean many public places ban tattoos from being displayed.
Want to get tattooed first time? I already consider not going to public bath, and I don't go swimming pool, but I didn't mind.
2 hours and 230 pounds later, it's over.
Happy?
Yes, happy.
Fantastic.
Okay, finish. Finish.
You, Ariete, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
What a job.
The only advice is to not show the tattoo in public.
Have a look. An amazing cherry blossom. I'm happy with it. Great job. Great job. Cover it up. All right, up.
Although Japan is home to some of the world's most famous motorbike manufacturers, its aging population and faltering economy means sales have been in decline for 10 years. But Guy's ending his week in Tokyo in a place that still worships bikes. The Kawaguchi Stadium.
迫力あるエンジンサウンド、極限スピードで選手同士の激しいバトルはまさに走る格闘技、オートレース。
We've come to have a look at auto race. As far as I know, it's something like Japanese speedway. On tarmac, though. This happens nowhere else in the world. Proper Japan. Proper Japan.
In a few days, Guy will get the chance to ride.
Konnichiwa. Could I have a program, please? Okay. Arigato. Arigato.
But for now, he has to learn about a sport which is a mystery in the West.
I haven't got a bloody clue. Not a clue.
Gambling is at the heart of auto race. It's one of only 4 sports Japanese people are allowed to bet on, along with cycling, horse racing, and powerboat racing. To minimize the chances of race fixing, riders are made to cut themselves off from the outside world and have to live in secure dormitories.
What a place. Riders have to be here 24 hours before a race, kept in there under quarantine, can't talk to anyone, and all the phones have been taken off them, just to keep them square. Look at this.
Guy is granted the honor of entering the rider zone if he and his crew abide by the no phones rule as well.
How lucky are we? We are in the heart of the beast, aren't we?
And so, for the first time ever, an outsider enters auto racers' pits.
No mechanics here, and so the rider is sort of fettling the engine as well. This is up my street.
Their 600cc machines are specially built with bent handlebars, optimizing them for auto racers' left-handed ovals. As green number 6 is about to show, even superbikes can't beat an auto race bike around a circuit like this. The auto race superstar riding here is racing royalty, double 125cc Grand Prix world champion,
Nice to meet you.
Haru Aoki.
Oh, great. Great. Man, Martin.
But you've been here for 5 days now.
Yes.
Have you got a wife?
Yes.
Have you?
And
Right.
2
Children.
Children.
Have you? But you cannot speak to them for 5 days because you've been here racing. Is that hard to do?
First year, sometimes hard.
Okay.
But now it's coming more relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
On average, auto racers earn £80,000 a year. Age is irrelevant. The oldest is 70. Mayasato won at 19.
She's so fast.
Although there are some fierce rivalries, the ancient Japanese tradition of respect is always maintained.
Everyone's coming in from the race into here, and all the other riders help the riders just coming in from the race. So where is everyone going now?
They're going to the most sacred rider's ritual of all. Lunch, consisting of noodles in broth.
So this is ramen. It's
Ramen? Have you heard of ramen?
yeah. Typical Japanese.
I've never heard of ramen.
No.
Well, you're looking at me like I'm daft. I've never heard of ramen. I've never heard.
You can try. Come on. Hey, in here it's Japan.
Is that okay to do that?
No. Look, in Japan, it's like this. Show me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Come on. Yes. No problem. This is Japan, so.
Thank you very much.
Even though the betting regulations are strictly enforced, Guy can't resist angling for insider information.
You're out in this race here, race number 7.
Okay.
Right. Can you give me any tips on the race? Or you're not allowed to say?
I cannot say.
You cannot say?
No.
You can't give us a hunch, you can't give us a tip.
But I like wet condition, so.
You like the wet conditions, right.
A bet is immediately placed on Aoki to win.
Well, we put 1,000 on this one, 1,000 yen on this one. About a tenner in it, it's about a tenner. Crowd's getting excited, I'm getting a bit excited, really.
Aoki's wearing yellow and starts in 5th.
But they're moving, they are moving. I think we're in 4th place at the moment. Aoki's in the yellow, he's just gone up to 3rd. Aoki's just gone up to 3rd. Oh, that's getting a bit tight though, that's getting a bit tight. Oh, Aoki is on it. He's in 2nd. Come on, Aoki, what are you doing, mate? This is the last lap flag going out, so he's got to make a move now, and I don't know if he's near enough to make a move. Give us some berries, mate. Wicker up. He's trying. 2nd. It was a good race, though. I'm all for it. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. This is not easy. So to chuck me in the middle of an auto race was never going to happen. And let's be honest, I'm not good enough. But what they have let happen is they've let us come to the official auto race testing facility. That sounds a very official, doesn't it? Testing facility. And they're going to let me ride. They're going to let me ride on a proper auto race bike. For any rider to go and race auto race, they have to be here for 10 months to learn about the rules, how to build the bikes, how to ride the bikes. This is very Japan. Is a set way of doing things. You do them this way, and that's the way you don't question it. Anyway, this is the best way to do it in a controlled environment. I think.
Aoki-san will go head-to-head with Guy in a special race.
Haru Aoki's warmed my tyres up for me. That's how I'm looking at it.
But first, he's agreed to offer some advice about riding this unique machine.
Any questions?
So first gear, is that down?
No, up.
Up, and then press down?
Yeah. And open gas.
Tsukuba Circuit is prepared for its first ever Western challenger.
イギリスグリムズビー出身ガイ・マーティン日本群馬出身青木春近今回限りの6周回オートレースが今始まるグリムズビーグリムズビー OK イギリスグリグリ
As with a real auto race, this challenge will be held over 6 laps. And also like auto race, the fastest rider starts at the back of the grid, giving the novice a 100-meter head start. The race starts when the clock strikes 12. Guy gets away well.
Go slowly, go slowly.
Halfway round lap 2, Aoki catches Guy, but can't pass. Aoki tries a high line, then cuts back inside. But he still can't pass. They're doing 70 miles per hour and are close enough to touch. Last lap. And it's neck and neck out the final turn. And Aoki takes it.
I got to win, I think. Hey, good race.
Thank you for playing with me.
Guy's first week has finished with his idea of heaven.
No internet, no telephone. No. Bloody hell, that's amazing.
And he celebrates with the tradition of omiyagi, a modest token of appreciation.
English tea towel.
Tea towel?
Yeah, tea towel. It's a very English thing. It's a very English thing. What do you reckon? There you go, London bus, mate.
London bus. Oh, very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah,
There you
thank
go,
you
very
very
English.
much.
Very English, mate. No,
Thank you so much, yeah?
Thank you.
I'm very happy, yeah?
Guy's time in Tokyo is over.
It's been bloody great. I've right enjoyed it. Interesting things, interesting people. Arigato. To week 1. Konnichiwa week 2.